Hello, 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 hello. We are live again.
Live at 5.
Live at 5. We're going to wait until we get a few more people on. Hello, hello. All right, we got, look at these people jumping in there. Hello. All right, so thank you all for joining. Trying to get this camera straight. This is the first time doing a live on YouTube. So I'm not exactly sure. Hopefully this thing works out the way I'm expecting it to. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Lavanya, and I'm the creator of Girl, Don't Gain No More Weight. All right, and today I am making acorn stuffed squash, and it will be vegan style.
No meat.
No meat. You don't know what vegan is? All right. I've already started prepping my acorns. Bring the camera this way, Trey. All right, so I got my son on the video. All right, so these are the acorns after they've already been prepped. I baked them already. When they're together and they're whole, you'll find them in the grocery looking as such. Just look at the camera, Trey. You can see where it's pointing to. It's just the camera. Sorry. All right. So if you're looking in the grocery store, the acorn actually comes like this, the acorn squash. It looks just like this. It's just harder. It actually looks like a pumpkin, or that's where you'll find it in that same section. So it looks very similar to that. And it's very hard. So once you cut it, when you cut it, inside it will look very similar to a pumpkin. You'll take the seeds out and all the other stuff that's in the middle of it, just dispose of that. Or you can make squash seeds, roast the seeds, and actually have kind of similar style. What I did was marinated, or I buttered it up really good with the vegan butter, Earth Balance, and this is vegan. This is a vegan style butter. I'm sorry, not vegan style, but it is vegan butter. I spreaded it throughout the inside, did all of them, and then I sauteed it with Italian seasoning and sea salt. All right, so once you're finished with that, you'll put it face up in the oven just like so and bake it for 20 minutes. So once you bake it for 20 minutes, that allows it to soften up some. When you take it out the oven, you'll just kind of stick your fork in it just a little bit to allow the butter to marinate throughout the inside of the squash. And then you'll turn them upside down and bake them this way. And this keeps the heat inside and helps it soften up as it cooks. All right, so you'll put it back in the oven and bake it for an additional 20 minutes. All right, and it depends on your oven also. My oven, it only took it 20 extra minutes. You may want to do 30 additional minutes and see if it's soft enough. And they are very, very soft. You also going to put it back in there for another 10 minutes after you stuff it. So 10 to 20 minutes. I did. Hey, Keisha.
She said she here.
So I did leave the oven preheated to 400 degrees so that when I'm ready to put it back in there, it's already heated. I don't have to wait until it preheats. All right, so we're going to get started. Let's turn this fire on and start cooking. My son, he said he's going to eat some acorn squash, but he also wanted rice. So I did make a side of brown rice for him. I myself, I'm not going to indulge in any rice this week. I can eat brown rice, but I choose not to. All right.
You said what temperature for the acorn?
I'm sorry. The temperature, you're going to do it at 400 degrees. 400 degrees. 20 minutes on one side, 20 minutes on the other side. All right. I am cooking today with grapeseed oil. Every week I'm trying to get better with my with being more health conscious. If you follow Dr. CB, then you know that Dr. CB states that grapeseed oil is the only oil that does not change its chemical um, molecules when you cook it. Olive oil, coconut oil, all those really turn into a bad chemical when it's heated at a certain degree. Grapeseed oil does not turn to a hazardous chemical. So I am cooking with grapeseed oil today, but I'm also going to add some vegan butter because I do want it to have a little sweet taste to it.
Keisha said she wasn't aware to pre-cook the squash.
Yes, you don't have.
So she got to catch up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry, boo. All right, but you can still go ahead and saute your other things when we go on pause. Go ahead and throw your squash in the oven. I'm so sorry. I should have let you guys know ahead of time, but we're learning. We're learning together. This is the first live on Facebook, even though we've done two. But yes, you're gonna. I'm sorry, you too. What I say? Facebook. Okay. Preheat the acorn squash. And like I said, you're gonna marinate it with the butter. I season mine with Italian seasoning and just the seasoning salt. I really don't measure it. It's all your personal taste. All right. So while this is heating up, I'm gonna grab my mushrooms. Turn some light on over here, and I'm gonna add the mushrooms to the pot. All right, and this is 5 containers of mushrooms. They are going to cook down a lot. You guys know I cook a lot of mushrooms. The last 2 videos were with mushrooms. All right, so yeah. Gonna let this cook down just a tad bit. This is actually a lot more than I thought it was gonna be, but again, once it cooks down, I'm gonna add my onions and my bell peppers and my asparagus. All right. Cook. All right, and there's some health nutrition that you might want to know about the acorn squash. This is your potassium. This is also your fiber, vitamin C. So there are very good qualities or nutrients that you need that comes naturally from the acorn squash. I know I was just speaking with a friend today or chatting with a friend about incorporating vegetables that you're not used to. Just take a chance. That's all I can say. Most vegetables are pretty bland. They do have a slight taste to it. You know, like acorn squash is like a buttery, almost like a kind of butterscotch. I don't really say butterscotch, but it has a taste, but it's very, very subtle and very bland. It's all in the seasons that you use. So you want to make sure you season it to your liking. You may not like it the first time you try it, but try it again. Don't be scared or afraid to try it with a different seasoning or a different side or a different topping.
Annette is on. Annette Thompson.
Hey, Annette, I was just talking about you, girl. I was just talking about trying different foods and being afraid to
try. That's really good to know.
Trying different vegetables. So yes, when you eat meat, if you cook meat and you don't put a seasoning on it, it's very bland. It doesn't really have a taste to it. So meat, vegetables, they're all the same. You just cook it to your liking. Mm-hmm. What do you think, Deja?
We like our seasons for the soul.
Deja says she like her seasons for the soul. I do have Deja and Trey here. Trey's handling the camera, so if you see it jumping around or on my feet, You know why? He gets distracted very easy. And I got Deja here. Deja's monitoring the chat. So thank you all for your assistance.
You're welcome,
All right, I'm gonna turn this up just a little bit. All right. So while the mushrooms are prepping, I don't know if there anyone on here that tried the other dishes yet? Did anyone try the stuffed bell pepper? And what did we have before then, Trey?
We had the tacos.
The tacos. Did anyone try any of those dishes? If so, let me know what you thought. If you liked it, if you tried again. Not yet. All right. Well, hopefully you guys will give it a try. I'm gonna put just a little bit more butter in here.
And that's that you're gonna go back and check them out.
Yes, please do. Please do. The tacos were so good. All of it was actually really good. And the stuffed bell pepper, the first day you eat it is good, but the second and third day after everything has marinated and sat for a while is really good. So I really enjoyed my stuffed bell pepper. And I don't know how some of you feel eating the same thing every day for a week. I know that was a concern for some. Some didn't want to eat the same thing, but I would rather be prepared and make my week easy. Cooking everything on Sunday, you're more than welcome to make different dishes, but I think it's kind of hard to make a separate dishes every Sunday, making 3 or 4 different dishes. So that's why I prefer to just make right. Mm-hmm. That's why I prefer to make the same dish, eat it for the 7 days, and then I don't revisit that dish again for a while. Because every week I'll make something different. So I probably won't see this stuffed acorn again, maybe into the summer or, who knows when. But
well, you got a lot of recipes. For me, like I only got a few recipes. I would have to
experiment with different things.
Eat it twice a week because I'm gonna be eating this again next week.
Well, everyone's preference is different. However you want to do it, it's up to you. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead while this is cooking. I'm gonna go ahead and add my garlic. Add my garlic to the dish.
You didn't want to show everything.
Yeah, we'll go ahead. Let's pan the camera. Here, as you all know, I will be prepping my smoothies. So this is the base dishes for my smoothies. I have my oatmeal. I'm gonna use the rest of the flax seeds that I have left. If this is enough, then I won't even bother with the oatmeal. But I am gonna, like I said, I like to use what I have on hand first. So I use the flax seeds. I had new almonds because we used all the nuts last week. These are the dates. The dates are to sweeten up your smoothies. It's a natural fruit. And my bananas. And then I know I said that I was going to do acorn squash, but I did have some cabbage on hand. And since I had cabbage on hand, I am going to go ahead and fry up some cabbage. These are my colorful peppers. I'm going to add that to the stuffed dish. All the vegetables that's left after I saute everything, whatever's left over that doesn't fit into my acorn squash, I'm going to put it inside of my cabbage. All right, so I have some tomatoes here. I'm gonna put that on top of my acorn, my stuffed acorn, and then I'm putting the asparagus inside of the stuffed acorn.
Keisha want to know how much garlic you got in per serving.
This is 3 tablespoons here. And this is for all of the stuffed acorn, and it's also for the cabbage. I love garlic. I put garlic and onions in almost every single thing that I cook. So it's up to you. That's your own preference. If you like garlic like I do, you'll use a lot. But this is about 3 tablespoons here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that to it. And I think I mentioned to you guys before, but for those that haven't been with me or cooking with me yet, mushrooms make a lot of liquid. So if you look here, you can see all of the water that's created by the mushrooms. And this is why you cook them on a high temperature so that it absorbs, it releases all the liquid and then drains, and then it'll start to sear. I put the garlic in there now so that the juices and the garlic will actually flavor the mushrooms. All right, so once it cooks down some more, I'm gonna go ahead and add my onions and my other vegetables. All right. All right, so while that's doing this thing, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on our smoothies because we don't want this video to be so long. All right, so
You want to just go over the ingredients real quick for Keisha? She said, what vegetables are you using besides the asparagus?
the asparagus, I have the colorful peppers here. Try to bring the camera around.
The bell pepper.
I have the colorful bell peppers. I have my onions. I have tomatoes. And I think I already said the asparagus. And that's it. And the garlic. The garlic's already in there.
And what's that? The cilantro or basil?
This is basil. This is the basil. I'm just gonna top it. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, I made homemade mozzarella. So I will be topping the stuffed bell peppers with the homemade mozzarella.
It's ready already.
It's already ready. I made it yesterday, and this has cashews and almond yogurt and tapioca starch and nutritional yeast. I did record it, so I will be putting a video up on how to make it. I just have to edit the video and get it posted for you.
So, should I say my questions for the cheese?
No, go ahead. You can ask.
You can call it mozzarella, even though it's made as a rest.
We call it mozzarella because it's easy to refer to. You'll know what it tastes like. It's not mozzarella cheese, but it's a mozzarella cheese alternative.
Okay,
So
even the people that make actual mozzarella is not made out of those ingredients.
It's non-dairy. No. This is non-dairy. I don't know what they make the other mozzarella with. All I know is it has oil and milk in it. There's no milk in here. Yeah, there's no milk in here. That's non-dairy mozzarella, and it tastes really, really good, and it melts. Last week when I made the stuffed bell peppers, I tried the mozzarella, the shredded mozzarella. It was good, but it didn't melt properly. I don't like the way that it broke down. It actually was a little hard after it baked in the oven for a while, so I decided to make my own. All right, so let's start with our smoothies. We're gonna put a banana in each bag. I have 14 bags here. And remember I told you before, I do not buy new bags every single week. I reuse the bags that I already have. And once we finish with the smoothies, we put the bag back in the freezer so that it doesn't build bacteria or anything. Just throw it in the freezer and then reuse it. All right, so I have 14 bags here. And we still have smoothies from last week. For some reason, my son didn't eat all of his. I don't know how we got 5 because I did feed my mom some smoothies last week. So
I'll take some home. They were from me.
Anyway, so I do have a few bags here that are unused, but please reuse, recycle. All right. And I think I told you guys also, when I buy my bananas, I like to buy the bananas that are sale rack that's already turning brown because these are the best tasting bananas for smoothies. They're really, really sweet. So I always look for those first. If they don't have it, I'll buy the regular bananas. I'll pay full price and buy the regular bananas. But I shop for my bananas early because I don't want them to be green. And sometimes you'll go in the store and all they have is the green bananas that you have to leave out. Like here's some now. I have a few green ones that I purchased already. Those are too green. I would never, ever put those in my smoothies because it would be pointless. You wouldn't even taste the banana in there. All right.
And that's it. When is the cookout?
Whenever you're ready.
Oh, I'm sorry. Remember your cookbook video?
Oh, I was going to say cookout. I didn't have one planned, but
vegan cookout.
Say the word whenever you're ready.
I know. I'm thinking party.
The cookbook. You know what? We're gonna put that out there. Let's put that out into the world. Maybe once we do
get our
6 months
some
or so
recipes.
of successful recipes that I get feedback on and people actually like, then I'll put that together. But thank you, that's a good idea. I'm gonna put that into the universe. Y'all let me know. Try the recipes. Let me know how you like them, and then we'll go from there. All right, so we have the bananas. We're gonna do a half a cup of flax seeds, maybe a little less because I normally do like a quarter cup of flax seeds. So I'm gonna do the flax seeds about here. And two. And I put the flax seeds in my smoothies as a filler. It's good for you, but it also keeps you full longer. A lot of people only do fruit in their smoothies. But when I make my smoothies, so that I'm content as a complete meal. And I've been eating twice a day since January. I haven't been eating a whole lot because I'm full. There's no need to eat 3 or 4 times a day just because that pyramid says eat 6 square meals a day. You eat when you're hungry. You don't see animals, horses, cows on the time schedule. They eat whenever they feel like eating. They don't say, "Oh, I haven't eaten breakfast
You
yet."
talking about the what is that? The National Dietary Recommendation List?
Correct. Absolutely correct. We don't need to go by that. We know when we're hungry. We don't need a schedule to eat. All right. So we did use all of the flax seeds. So now we're opening up the oatmeal. We're going to use a half cup of the oatmeal. Yes, okay. I'm going to let it boil down. All right. And just a FYI, I'm excited. I know it won't be as exciting for you guys, but I lost some more weight. Tomorrow, what I'm gonna do, because I'm always the least, my weight is the least in the morning, so I'm not gonna weigh myself right now and show it to you guys. But tomorrow, I'm gonna post where I am tomorrow, Monday, and then Sunday I'll repost it. But I did lose. Last week. I lost 5 or 6 pounds, I think it was, and then this week I lost like 4 pounds. So I know it was going to be less this week because I stopped doing cardio. I wanted to do cardio so that I can have a big waist drop, but I incorporated my weights now. And when you change to weights, you really don't see the scale change, but you can see your body weight change. You can tell by the way your clothes fit. You can tell by, your stomach slimming down. So the weight may not necessarily change on the scale. So don't be, discouraged if you notice that you start doing weights and the scale stays the same. Fat weighs the same thing as muscle.
It turns to muscle real quick.
Correct.
What kind of oatmeal is that?
This is where'd it go? It's regular oatmeal. It's just generic. It's from the I don't want to say generic. It came from the one of the Mexican stores. It was like $1 or something for a bag. It's just natural and whole wheat. Like I said, I'm for saving $1. I'm not looking for that old man on my oatmeal Quaker thing. I buy oatmeal that is affordable. All right. Well, I buy everything that's affordable. Save me a dime, that's what I'm looking for. All right, so I'm gonna put one date. I already pitted the dates. You can buy dates that they all about the same price. I don't know. I just pick them up sometime and then I get home like, darn, those have seeds in it. I always look for the pitted ones that you don't have to open up and take the
You think the seeded ones would be a better alternative?
I don't know why it would. Somebody just took the seeds out already. It's just pitted. It's the same thing.
And they cut it up.
Right. It's already open with the seed out. So
just making sure it wasn't genetically modified to not have.
No. I don't do. I try not to do genetically modified. Sometimes you really don't know. You can't trust everyone making your food, and that's another reason why I try to eat at home and in my kitchen because I know what's going inside of my body.
Granddad dropped in some knowledge in your comments.
What do you say?
Flax seeds are very healthy and omega vitamins.
Say it one more time. Say it for the people in the back.
Flax seeds are very healthy and omega vitamins.
Yes, they are.
Brain health and circulation.
Thank you for putting that out there, Pops.
Good for people who may have heart issues. And I find that royal oats have a better flavor.
Rolled oats. Rolled oats, yes. I think so too. When you cook it when you put it in your smoothie, you really can't taste the oatmeal or the flaxseed. But when you're eating the actual oatmeal, when you're cooking it hot, you can definitely tell the difference. And I also prefer the rolled oats when I'm cooking it, or the steel oats. I really do like the steel oats. All right, so this is my strawberries from last week. I'm gonna use the rest of those. And I normally do actually I'm gonna use my hand. Try to do like 5 or 6. And since I got a whole new bag, 5 or 6 is good. Because you also want to make sure that it's gonna fit in your blender. And all of this fits directly into my NutriBullet roller. All right. I've been making the same type of smoothie for the last couple weeks because I haven't gotten tired of it, and it's easy. I'm all about trying to make things work. If it works for me and works for my schedule,
convenient for you.
Yes, that's what I do. I just have a knife.
We'll watch it live later.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see where you put the knife at.
Right. All right. So, second bag of strawberries. All right, and my mushrooms are cooking down really good over there. Keisha, did you get your acorn squash in the oven? How you looking, honey?
She said she was missing some other ingredients because you didn't post them all.
I did post it. When did I not post? I'm sorry if I didn't, but I could have sworn I did. I went across and I typed it up as I was taking it out the bag. What's missing?
That, she said that when you was talking about the mozzarella cheese.
Well, she bought mozzarella cheese. We talked about that. Anyway, we're not going. So, all right, so got my strawberries in here. Almost done.
The mushrooms ain't overcooking.
All right. That's it for the strawberries. Now I have some for next week. All right, and last but not least, we're going to put the almonds in there, but I am going to go over here and check on my mushrooms because I don't want to burn anything up, not while I'm cooking on live. All right, so a lot of the water has evaporated, and it's starting to look just like I like it. I love mushrooms and garlic. Oh my God. All right, so I'm gonna throw the onions in there now.
I love when you put mushroom and garlic on my food.
You love it too.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa!
What?
Them onions?
These are onions. Why are you saying whoa? What's wrong?
Why you putting all them onions in
Because
there?
it's not just for the stuff. I'm putting it in the cabbage as well. All right, so we added onions. You don't have to use as many. This is 2 onions. Did I use 2? Actually, I'm sorry. This may be 3 onions. This is 3.
2 big onions. You bought some big onions.
2 mediums and 1 big one. But again, like I said, whatever doesn't stuff into my acorn, I'm actually putting it inside of my cabbage. So the leftovers will go there, so I don't have to saute vegetables twice.
And the less salt you use, the more ingredients you might want to use.
Yeah. But I am going to season this once I'm done. I'm going to season it with a little sea salt. Pink Himalaya sea salt is what I like to do.
That's what I do. I tell you, I don't use enough.
All right, I'm going to throw in the colorful peppers. These look so pretty, and they taste so good. These are so sweet. I love sweet peppers. All right. How's that looking? Ooh, looks so good, smells so good. And we're gonna put just a little bit more oil because we do want some juice in there. We want it to cook in something. So let's do a little bit more grapeseed oil. That's about maybe two more tablespoons. I put 2 tablespoons at first, but then I'll keep forgetting that I put 5 packs of mushrooms in there, 3 onions, and 3 bell peppers. So you do need more oil. And I'm probably gonna put just a little bit more um, vegan butter in. All right, so we're gonna let that cook a little bit more. Let's finish off these smoothies. And then throw those in the oven. I mean, in the freezer, not in the oven. All right. So we got about a handful of almonds that are going in the bag. And I've been doing this for a long time, so I kind of know how many is a serving. It's about 15 almonds that equals a serving. One thing that I wanted to point out, I do have a lot of vegan recipes that I can go back and forth between. I've been doing this a long time. Sometimes it might not look like it, sometimes it does, because I fluctuate with my weight because my eating habits. I get weak just like anyone else. So I do sometimes I'll go months with, you know, falling off the wagon. In between that, it's not like that whole month I'll just be just eating pizza and chicken and junk food. But when I do fall off, that little bit makes a big difference. I will stop burning fat, and my body will start holding on to it and gaining weight. So it's not that I completely fall off, but that's why it's my goal to just stay healthy and continue to eat healthy. I don't like gaining weight. I don't like eating unhealthy. I don't like the way I feel when I eat unhealthy. You got a question, David?
Granddad says there a reason you didn't cook them together to start with the vegetables with the
Because
mushrooms.
I wanted the mushrooms to release all that juice first, and then saute it. No other reason. My spinach. I meant to get kale this week because I just wanted to have some kale since I haven't had any in a couple weeks. But they didn't have any at Walmart or Aldi's. They did have it at Whole Foods, but they didn't have the bags, and I don't feel like washing and cutting stems out. So I buy the pre-cleaned vegetables in the bag already. So I'm just got what they had available.
You can rinse those off if you want to.
You can, but it comes pre-cleaned. Make sure on the bag, you get the bag that says pre-clean. All right. Any other questions? Anyone has anything? No? All right. Let your granddad know he can join us next week. Anyone has any meal ideas? Anything you want to see me try? Any vegetable that you're afraid to eat that you always had a question about and wanted to try but was nervous?
I want some enchiladas.
Enchiladas? That's not a vegetable. Enchilada is a whole food. But we can make some enchiladas. We can make some vegan enchiladas. They just want to make enchiladas. So when I say any vegetables you're afraid of eating, I mean like eggplant or anything like that. And actually, I was gonna make eggplants this week, but I couldn't find any on sale, so I didn't. Next week we'll try it again. Try to get some eggplants on the menu, and possibly make eggplant lasagna or eggplant parmesan.
Keisha said she got her squash in the oven. She used coconut oil instead of the vegan butter.
Okay.
And Italian seasoning, and she stopped saying her vegetables now.
Okay. After that, she sprinkle a little salt on her eggplant.
Did you sprinkle salt on your eggplant?
I mean, not on your eggplant, on your acorn squash. I'm sorry.
And then Granddad said he want to try some sweet potato soup. He
Sweet
wants you to
potato
try
soup.
some.
I've actually had some sweet potato soup, but you know what I really like? What?
I think that'll be perfect.
Butternut squash soup is really, really good. Wolfgang Puck had a really good one. I'm gonna see if he has the recipe that I can copy because Wolfgang Puck got some really good. There's a restaurant in Columbus Airport, the Wolfgang Puck restaurant, and they have butternut squash that's really good. Alright, so our smoothies are done, and I think I mentioned to you guys before when I blend my smoothies, I also add a couple tablespoons of sea moss, Irish sea moss. I have the powdered form, so I don't like to put it in a bag because it can be a bit messy.
Yes, Granddad, I agree because I want some sweet potato pie.
Sweet potato pie.
Sweet potato soup.
All right.
I was looking for that today in the restaurant.
All right. So this.
He said, let's do both.
Do both. Okay, we can do that.
And Keisha said she did put some salt on.
She did. Okay, good. All right. So this is about done. Now I'm going to go ahead and start another fire for my cabbage since the vegetables are almost done. And in case you didn't know, cabbage creates a lot of water, also almost like the mushrooms. So you need very, very little water when you're preparing your cabbage. All right, so put that in there. Looks like a lot now, but it's going to cook down. This is only one cabbage. One whole cabbage. Already washed and already poured. All right, I'll add some more once that cooks down some. I'm going to put about a half a cup of water in there. And I'm going to use about a scoop. That's about a tablespoon and a half, maybe 2 tablespoons of the vegan butter. All right, and once this is done, I'm going to transfer that into that. All right, and I'm going to
put the vegetables into the cabbage.
I'm going to put the vegetables into the cabbage once the vegetables are done. And I do have some asparagus to throw in here also. So I'm going to put my asparagus in there in just a moment.
What are you waiting for that asparagus?
Because I like my asparagus kind of tender. I don't like it overcooked and soggy. So I definitely put the asparagus in last.
Keisha said she was going to use spinach instead of cabbage. What you think?
I think that's a good idea.
I think so.
I just had the cabbage on hand
spinach.
already. I have like 2 more in the refrigerator. And I want to go ahead and cook it before it goes bad. So that's why I'm using cabbage today.
Keisha, are you eating your spinach raw or are you going to cook it? And then Granddad asked is your take on avocado oil for cooking.
I haven't done a lot of research on the avocado oil. I just went by Dr. Seaby's research. And this is 1 teaspoon. I'm sorry, I'm putting about maybe 2.5 teaspoons of Himalaya sea salt into my veggies. And I'm going to taste that. It's very important that you taste your food. Don't add too much up front. Add it slowly and taste it and then add more. It's easier to add than to subtract. There's no way to take that salt back if I put too much in there. All right. That looks so good, and I cannot wait to taste that.
You take it over there right now.
All right, let's see how much salt we got.
Can't have me on here on live with you and I can't taste test.
Let me get a mushroom and the bell pepper.
Eee.
Sorry, something. All right, the kid says to go. All right. Think we need a little bit more salad. That's perfect.
That's perfect.
That's good right there.
All right. So.
In that order, y'all. If y'all want that reaction.
All right. So we're gonna let that cook just a few more minutes. And let's turn that back over. I'm gonna cut up my mozzarella cheese.
Muy
I got
delicious.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Excuse my mess, you all. The table is starting to look a little. Bring it up here.
Hurry up.
All right, and these are the mozzarella balls. I didn't make them look all pretty. I just scooped it up, and you'll see in the recipe. Once you scoop it up, you put it in a bowl of ice water to form. And I didn't really care how I put it in there. Some people might make nice and neat little balls, but I'm not concerned about how pretty it is. All right, so I'm gonna put about.
Keisha asked about the seasoning you put in the vegetable saute.
I only put the sea salt in there. I didn't put anything else. In my cabbage, I am gonna use some Saison Complete and some ham flavoring. And I will show that to you in just a moment.
And the next said it looks very good.
Come get some in there.
It does look good.
Ooh.
It does look good.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm paraphrasing like you can't read.
Deja's having a hard time reading. I promise she went to the best schools. I don't know what's wrong with her.
Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm reading it fast and I'm paying attention to you.
Okay. We'll take that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put the asparagus in here now. And this is gonna be a lot to try to stuff into that acorn.
That's gonna be a stuffed acorn.
One stuffed acorn.
Annette thought that was funny.
Deja thinks she's funny. All right, so. All right, guess what, you guys? I found my bottle opener, my wine opener, and guess where it was at?
Oh, great.
Why you just can't be happy you found it?
I found my bottle opener at Deja's house. She didn't want me drinking wine or something. I don't know what the problem is.
Mine had me thinking I lost it. She talking about some, where you put that? You go there, lad.
All right, so this week we always try out a different wine. The last couple weeks it was a wine, 2 wines. So it was sweet red wine and sangria from Aldi's. This week we're gonna try the Bellini, a peach Bellini from Trader Joe's. This is a Trader Joe's special, and they have, if you can see, there's some little peaches at the bottom. So let's give that a try.
Pinches.
Peach Bellini.
Peaches.
Peaches.
Pinches?
I really hate that I'm sharing this 3 ways with these kids because I like to drink my bottle of wine by myself, but I'm going to share today.
Yeah, I would have been mad too. That's most of the bottle right there. Yeah, that's gone.
Oh, that's really good. I like that. What you think?
Tastes like Kool-Aid.
It tastes like Kool-Aid, but it is really good. So you can only find that one at Trader Joe's, and it's like $5.99. You know, I'm very frugal, so I'm looking for good wines that are inexpensive. You don't have to go and pay $60, $70, $80 for wine. I've had $100 bottle wines. I never bought the Jay-Z, the $1,000 bottle wine.
Ace of Spades.
Ace of Spades. But
Tiana Layton said you should accept her friend request at this moment.
I sure will.
She said she don't like being rejected.
Who was that? I rejected somebody's friend request.
Tiana lady, will you take it too long to accept her?
I'm going in there and I will accept it as soon as we done cooking today.
She said accept it now.
Cover the food up. Go on
Let me
Facebook.
go on. Let me log into Facebook. Let me get my phone now. Where's my phone?
She said accept me right.
When you send it? When did she send it? Ask her when she sent me a friend request.
December something.
You asked her.
She said December.
Last year.
Last year?
That was December.
Oh, I thought you meant like 12 months ago. I don't see it. That's why.
She took a big sip of her wine.
I'm like, hold on. Sorry.
Girl, that say him some wine.
She just took a big gulp of my cup.
Now y'all know I would sip some wine. I don't care whose it is. If it's sitting by me,
You drink wine?
if it's sitting by me, it will get drinking. I would drink it. I love wine.
Girl, that said cut the stove off and handle that. He said say him some. And then Keisha said apothic red. I'm not sure what she
I've
said.
had that in the black bottle with the red writing. That's really good. I have had that. Is that the one you're speaking of, Keisha?
Say it again. What is it called?
Apothic red.
Apothic red.
Sounds divine.
Tiana, she gonna add you later when we done with the live.
Absolutely
gonna add her.
exquisite.
I saw how she found out about my YouTube, and she's not a Facebook friend. I just want to know.
She probably on YouTube.
She got a notification and I had it.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna get
And
right on
Keisha
that.
said, yep.
Yes, I had that before, and it's really good. All right, so everything is added in here. I'm gonna let the vegetables cook about 2 more minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and stuff it. Get that out of the way. The cabbage is cooking. We got our smoothies made.
I think Granddad's suggesting some wine too. Ripple or Mass Dog 2020.
Mad Dog 2020. Your granddad being funny. That's fine wine for people over 60 or 70.
Fine wine for.
My kids don't even know what that is. She's like,
I think I
he
know
said
it.
Mad Dog 2020.
I think I know what Mad Dog is.
It's like $1.
Keisha thought that was funny.
It's about 79 cents for a big bottle of Mad Dog.
Fine wine.
You get drunk real quick. You don't want me cooking in the kitchen.
You
after
get drunk
drinking
off
something.
this peach Bellini real quick.
Yeah, you don't mess with that Mad Dog though. We being here
Okay.
cussing and fighting.
Really gotta turn this thing off.
Right, we finna be throwing food.
I said I don't want that much soda, man.
All right, so this is cooked good enough. Like I said, I like my asparagus to be tender, just a little heat to touch it, so that's perfect. Now I'm gonna go ahead. I think I want a little bit more. I'm sorry, y'all. I just want just a little bit more butter. I'm so glad they make vegan butter.
Do you know who Tiana is? She said, Jeff, why are you more important than me? What did I do, LaVanya? Accept me now. And then Natasha's on, hey, cousin.
Hey, cousin. All right. Butter, butter, bacon,
Byron's in the emergency room with that Mad Dog.
butter, bacon, and cheese makes everything better. And I am so glad they made vegan butter and cheese.
Can you believe it's not butter?
I can't even believe it. It's so good. It's so rich and so creamy. Wait till y'all taste it. If you never had this, Earth Balance is really, really good. And it's organic. Great buttery taste. Try it. It's really good. Great for sauteing. Anything that you're looking for that needs a butter taste is wonderful. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and stuff now.
Ooh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Ooh, it's hot. Fell on my finger. All right.
So should we do it on the plate or suggested to do it on the plate?
It's okay.
We don't want to have
I'm all
our
right.
family out here burning their fingers. We gotta go to work.
You don't have. Yeah, you can move it to the counter, but I'm okay with doing it like this.
Cause you're a pro.
I'm a pro.
Absolutely delicious.
And this butter, I keep calling it butternut squash. This acorn squash is so good. And I did saute that. If you guys just coming on, I did saute it with the earth balance butter, a little bit of Italian seasoning, and some sea salt.
Natasha said the peach bellini is her favorite.
Oh, it's so good. You have the one at Trader Joe's, cuz? It's my new favorite too now.
You gotta have some wine again, cuz.
All right.
I'm excited.
Deja's always been excited to eat. Anybody that know my baby, especially Deja, all of my kids like really, really greedy. They love food.
No,
But Deja, when she was a baby, she would sleep so good. And as soon as you start cooking, as soon as the aroma get in the air, she woke up. It never fell. Like most kids will just sleep. If it's their time to sleep, they sleep. But it didn't matter. She would sleep for 5 minutes, an hour. As soon as you turn the oven on and it's aroma in the air, she would start waking up and crying.
That's my favorite way to wake up too. I was so proud of myself when I had them greens on this morning and woke up to smell them. I wasn't that cooking. Oh, I did that.
All right. All right, so we got all those sauteed and all the acorn stuff. And I'm going to turn my fire off. And once my cabbage cooks down a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and add that in there. But I do need it to cook down some more, so I can make some space in my pots.
So how many we got? Our smoothies ready. We got this meal done and one stuffed acorn meal done.
Right, the acorn and the cabbage is one meal for me. And then Trey, I'm sorry, y'all see I'm ghetto. I'm so sorry. It is a Christmas plate too. I'm sorry. I couldn't find the top to my small pot.
Ghetto or resourceful?
Both. Because I could have used a pretty plate since I'm going online, but I just picked up the first plate I found. It's a Christmas plate. So Trey's going to have his vegetables on top of his rice.
We use that as a Christmas decoration plate, but that says peace and it's a gift on it.
All right, and then I got the cabbage.
Not Merry Christmas.
And we're going to go ahead and top off and smooth this over here. Some tomatoes.
We don't celebrate Christmas anymore.
Put a few tomatoes on there. I love tomatoes. I think I mentioned that before, you guys. Tomatoes is also one of my favorites.
Granddad said he wasn't hungry at first, but now he's sauteing his spinach. He getting ready.
He just got up and started. He got up and started cooking.
And Natasha said, she got it from Trader Joe's. That's okay.
Yes. And I just want to give you guys a tip while I'm looking at it. This pan, this comes from the oil that I just cooked the acorn in, the grapeseed oil and the butter.
Caramelized.
Basically caramelized on there. A great way to clean this is pouring baking soda and vinegar in it and just let it sit for a little while and it'll wipe so clean, very fast. So just baking soda and vinegar to clean your pots and pans and you won't see any of that black stuff. So if you got old pans that look disgusting, look like it need to be thrown away, try adding some baking soda and vinegar, let it sit for a while, and then when you clean it, it'll come off really easy.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so that part is done.
Yeah, baby.
Let's add this homemade mozzarella cheese. And again, I am going to post the video. I just have to,
Granddad said, go grandson, I think you like your camera skills.
Oh, what'd he do? Zoom in or something? He used to zoom up.
I think he did a good angle at that moment. I'm not sure Granddad being sarcastic.
He probably showed my feet or something.
No, I think I sure can't remember what I've been doing.
I was watching. I think it's been good.
All right. So once I add I said I was gonna add the recipe for this mozzarella cheese, so you guys could definitely try that out.
Subscribe to her on YouTube.
Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Subscribe, like, and share the video.
Put one piece of cheese
so
on
you
mine.
can get notifications for when she
Trey only
drops
want one piece of cheese.
That's a big old.
You can have that one.
Ah, yep. All right,
Just take it out. All right. So we got the cheese on there. We're gonna sprinkle some parsley. Actually, I'm gonna put the Italian seasoning on first.
I wish I could smell through the live.
Can you smell it, Tracy? Can you smell it through the live? It smells so good. All right, so we sprinkled Italian seasoning.
If you want to smell it, we got a link link below in the comments.
Just a teeny bit of sea salt, just for a little bit. For shits and giggles, we'll just add a little bit more. A little bit more of that. And then we're gonna top it off with some parsley.
Keisha said she's using a veggie vegan cheese from Walmart.
Okay, yes. And that I wanna try, well, we're gonna do a taste test next time we get back on there. Find out how she liked that cheese from Walmart, because I do want to have a backup plan in case I don't feel like making homemade mozzarella cheese. I do want to have one that I can refer back to. So Keisha, please keep us updated on how that Walmart that cheese that you purchased from Walmart tastes. Because the one that I purchased last week, I will not be using that again because I don't like the way that it melts it. Unless I'm making something that doesn't require it to be melted. All right, so this is gonna go in the oven. And another thing, Trey, put the camera in the oven. I have a liner in my oven, and it's really, really good. I think I bought that one from Aldi's. You can just wipe it out when you get ready to reuse it, or if something falls on it, it wipes off really easy, and it keeps food from dropping to the bottom of your oven. So I'll try to find the name of it, and I'll put it in the link below so you guys can use that. It's really good for protecting your oven, because I don't like when I preheat my oven if it's something that fell on the bottom and it thinks it's burning, smells like everything that you're cooking is burning. So I will put that link in there. All right, so let's go ahead now, add these veggies to my cabbage. And I am going to use 2 packs of ham flavoring, and it does not have ham in it. It is completely vegan. It's vegan friendly.
Here's that sarcasm.
He said what?
Where's sarcasm?
What is that?
I don't know.
Like you like the cast?
Oh, okay. A star cast. Okay.
We're sorry.
Thank you. All right, so this is the ham flavoring. I'm gonna put this up for you guys. I love this. It's really good. It gives the your whatever you decide to put it in a really good flavor. I use it for my greens. I use it for my beans, and I also use it for my cabbage. It's a really good anything that you need that you used to put a smoked meat in, like smoked turkey or smoked ham hocks, whatever you used to use. This gives it a really good flavor, and it's no ham. It's artificially flavored. I hate to say artificial flavor, but it does come from plant protein. So it's not,
so it does come from plant.
Yes, it does come from plant.
I did not put that in my greens because I wasn't sure.
But you can turkey in there. Okay, so we got
my new batch.
All right, so I got 2 packs of the ham flavoring in there.
I did put it in my
and
first batch.
I'm gonna use a little bit of onion powder.
This is what I see from our level.
And a little bit more of garlic powder. I know y'all saw me put onions and garlic in there, but like I said, I love onion and garlic, so I use a little of the
Which
powder
on your
also.
angle is quite different. I'm not uncomfortable watching at this angle.
Yeah, it's always what I see.
Alright, and again, this is my first live. I am going to go back and rewatch it. If it's hard to watch, I am going to remove a lot of things from there, possibly my children, because they're messing up my angle. They don't know my angle.
I told you to get your angle. He told us he want to get his angle. Miss my
What kind of angle you looking for?
You had it good the first time. Don't get nervous now. You almost done.
She talking about editing me out the video. I don't want me to edit out the video.
Yeah, don't have us out the video.
Stop talking so much in my video. All right, so that's in there. I'm going to use just a little bit of sea salt. I have not put the sea salt in there yet. So that's 1 teaspoon. I'm going to just use 1 teaspoon in there because the ham flavoring does have MSG. I do want to let you know that there is MSG in there, but I don't have a problem with MSG. I've never had any reaction towards it. It doesn't do anything to my body that I can say right now, so there's no need for me to eliminate it. If I do a process of elimination and I notice that something is going on with my body, then I'll, go back and remove things. But I've never had a problem with consuming MSG, especially if it comes from a plant-based product. And it comes from seaweed.
MSG?
Yeah, and I like Irish sea moss, which also comes from seaweed. I also use agar. Agar comes from seaweed. So ancient Chinese people have been using MSG for a very long time. So it has a bad stigma. A lot of people always have something bad to say about MSG, but everything in moderation. So if you're not eating it and consuming it every single day, I don't make a big deal out of it. Especially when you're eating pork bacon every day, eggs, milk, and all that, and then you want to say, "Oh no, I'm putting no MSG in my food."
But people know they limits. I'm not stopping eating bacon and all that, so please hold the MSG.
That's Deja, not me. Don't put no
I didn't
pork.
say that was me.
You said that's what people say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Some people know they limits.
Don't put no pork on my fork. Haven't eaten pork.
If y'all wondering why the camera angle has changed,
Trey drinking now. All right, so we're gonna push pause on this video. It'll be a part 2. I'm gonna come back with you guys with the finished product because there's nothing else for me to prepare right now. It's just gonna simmer down and cook unless you have a question for me. If you have some questions or you want to talk about something, I'm good. I'm right here. If not, we're gonna stop the video and then we're gonna come back to you with a part 2. Anybody have any questions? Everybody good?
Any questions at the moment?
And we're clear. Great job, guys.
All right, thank you.
3, 2, 1, cut.